Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning from the WKYT News team. We are glad you're up and at it with us. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope it's a good Tuesday morning for you. It is October 6th.
And at 6 a.m., 2 pedestrians were killed in 2 separate crashes just hours apart in Madison County.
A UK basketball player will have surgery today after breaking his hand in practice.
And 20,000 country music fans will be in Lexington for tonight's rescheduled Luke Bryan concert.
And boy, do we have good weather for that, too. We're starting off in the 50s this morning with mostly clear skies. Then we hit the afternoon, holding on to plenty of sunshine once again today. Temperatures getting a little bit warmer each and every day. That typically means some rain. I'll have that when you can expect that coming up.
Leading our news on WKYT, twice in one day, 2 pedestrians were hit and killed in Madison County.
And the first crash happened in Richmond on Berea Road, that's near Kroger. Then late last night, another person was hit and killed on Mount Vernon Road in Berea. We still do not know a whole lot about that second crash. WKYT's Mark Barber is tracking down details for us live in Richmond this morning.
Good morning, Rebecca, and that is still a work in progress. I've been putting calls into multiple agencies now for several hours, and as of this moment, the coroner has still not released the name of that second person who was hit and killed by a car yesterday. In fact, investigators aren't releasing much information at all about that case at this time. However, we have learned that the person who was killed in that first crash is 56-year-old Eileen Powell. She was killed when she was walking along Berea Road in Richmond around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Police were called out again, this time in Berea, around 8:30 last night when a second person was killed by a car. In the latest case, state police say the person was walking along Mount Vernon Road when they were hit. Now, there are still many questions in the case. We do have calls into state police and the coroner trying to figure out what led up to the crash, if anyone will be charged, and who was killed. As for the crash that killed Eileen Powell, the driver who hit her will not be charged. Now, this morning, her family and her friends, they are continuing to mourn her death. They say that her death is truly a tragedy because they describe her as a wonderful person who lived to serve others. Of course, you will hear much more from them coming up on WKYT News at 6:30. Live in Richmond, I'm Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you. New this morning, we're tracking a crime alert after an overnight stabbing in Garrett County. That happened just after midnight this morning on Mason Avenue in Lancaster. Police say a man and woman got into a fight, and the woman stabbed the man on the top of his head. He was rushed to the hospital with minor injuries. Police are still looking for the suspect, who they think may have walked to Danville.
New this morning, police are looking for the man who robbed a Lexington motel. It happened late last night at the Red Roof Inn at New Circle and Nicholasville Road. Police say the clerks think that the man had a gun when he demanded cash. They say he's about 5'9" with a red hoodie and was using a white handkerchief to cover his face. Well, big news for the Big Blue Nation. Kentucky guard Dominique Hawkins is out for 4 weeks because of a broken hand. The junior will have surgery today and is expected to be back the first week of November. UK says that he broke his right hand in practice over the weekend. Coach John Calipari said it was bad news to report because Hawkins has been playing so well. The standout from Madison Central High School is one of UK's best defenders. He was named Kentucky Mr. Basketball in 2013 and started 9 games for the Cats last season, so we wish him well on his road to recovery there.
Yeah, speedy recovery. It'll be nice to have him back in time for the season.
Well, after days of just record rainfall, today's weather should finally, hopefully, bring a break for South Carolina.
President Obama has signed a disaster declaration for the state that came late last night, and as Don Champion reports, flash flooding has killed at least 12 people in the Carolinas.
The rain may have stopped falling in South Carolina, but the danger is far from over. Authorities are watching several waterlogged dams that could overflow. Flooding has already shut down hundreds of bridges and roads in the state, something Governor Nikki Haley warned will continue.
You're going to start to see road closures down from the Midlands down to the Low Country as that water flows. So don't be surprised if there's a road that's open now. That doesn't mean it's going to stay open.
Over the weekend, some cities saw more than 20 inches of rain. Members of the State National Guard Helicopter Aquatic Rescue Team have been searching for people who are missing. Some are in towns that have been cut off.
We assessed the scene. There was people waving towels and getting our attention, and I think we rescued about 25 people out of that one neighborhood.
Storm survivors now face the harsh reality of starting over. Ashley Perillo and her family escaped floodwaters through the window of their home.
This is all we own. What we got on us now is all we own.
Federal assistance is now on the way to the hardest hit parts of the state. Don Champion, CBS News.
In some areas of South Carolina, National Guard Black Hawk helicopters have been the only way to reach some places and people.
Well, a Lexington teenager is in critical condition after a moped crash. 18-year-old Trey Mason's mother says that her son was not wearing a helmet when he crashed Friday on New Circle Road. His mother says she's grateful for the Good Samaritan who helped Mason and stayed by his side until emergency crews arrived. Well, a woman had to be cut out of her car after a crash in Lexington. This happened on North Cleveland Road off Winchester. Firefighters say a car and a minivan hit head-on. The woman was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The other driver was not seriously hurt. Well, the wait is almost over. Thousands of country music fans will be in Lexington for tonight's rescheduled Luke Bryan concert.
A lot of folks excited about that one. All of those fans are going to mean, of course, a lot of extra traffic out along Tates Creek Road. Heads up on that. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live in Lexington with a message from police as excited fans are ready for that concert. Good morning.
Good morning. The day is finally here for thousands of Luke Bryan fans, 20,000 fans to be exact. That is how many people are expected at tonight's concert just down Tates Creek Road at Talon Winery. Now, obviously, with that large crowd expected, there will also be some heavy traffic. Lexington police are prepared and ready for all of that traffic, including here at the intersection of Tates Creek and Man O' War. They will be out along the route, including this intersection, where they will be controlling the traffic signals. The thousands of fans did have to wait an extra few days after rain forced organizers to move the concert from Thursday of last week to tonight. The outdoor concert, part of Bryan's farm tour, is bringing a lot of excitement to Lexington and Talon Winery, obvious by that huge crowd expected of 20,000 people. Now, the gates for parking open at 2 o'clock this afternoon. You, however, will not be allowed on the property before then. Lexington police strongly encourage concert goers to leave early, giving plenty of time to get out to the site ahead of the scheduled concert start time of 7 this evening. Officers will be out helping at the entrance to Talon and with parking on the property. We can tell you that the tour buses are already here. We watched at least 10 roll through town here at the intersection of Man O' War and Tates Creek Road. Obviously, a lot of excitement building around this event, and that will continue to grow as we get closer to that 7 o'clock scheduled start time. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Right, Hillary, thank you. And Micah is saying the weather should be ideal for that concert.
Oh, yeah, well, they're saying really generally it was a good idea they rescheduled because of the weather, you know.
Somebody looks brilliant, right, for making that move. Our time is 6:08 this morning. Lexington Parks and Recreation was asking for ideas to improve the city's pools and aquatic centers.
And the results are in this morning. Thousands of people filled out online surveys over the summer. Parks and Rec says that many people suggested an indoor year-round pool, longer pool hours, and a longer pool season. Added features like a lazy river or tall water slides were also popular ideas. The city will be discussing the survey results in the coming months.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris and First Alert Defender.
We're in the 50s this morning. Very nice feel outside. These are pleasant conditions. Not too cool, not too warm. It's just right. And then we hit the 50s this morning. Walking out the door, I don't see any problems. No real fog issues. You got to get into the valley regions to actually see some of that valley fog. But if you're leaving the house this morning, no coat, no long sleeve shirt, nothing like that. And teachers, you'll be good to go to get your kids back outside today, studying outside, maybe hanging out at the playground. It's perfect weather for it. We're at 78 degrees. A little bit warmer though as we track through time, not just today, but the next few days too. Keeneland forecast, we're sitting there 79 degrees. This is much better than last week. Now, Sunday was the only day that we actually were really nice. We sat there in the 70s. It's going to be a day much like that. So if you headed out there Sunday, expect a day like that for your Wednesday, kicking back off with those horses running around the track. Very nice weather, though. And we'll stay with that the next few days. Not only that, but well above average temperatures, too, as we'll see it get right around that 80-degree reading, not just this afternoon, but off toward Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, that's a different story. That's when a front moves on in. That's your late week rain that moves on in. That means Friday night football, It's going to be a little treacherous once again this weekend, or this Friday. Just doesn't look that good. But Luke Bryan concert, perfect. Go off toward Keeneland, looks good. What about heading off towards, say, Thursday night with EKU's big football game? I think we're going to be just fine. It'll be looking like this. I mean, look at Matthew Thomas's picture from Twitter. This is Twitter pics of the day. This is from McKee yesterday. And how cool is this shot? Yeah, that's a really neat shot. Estill-Lee County line, drive home. That's an awesome drive home right through there. Is those trees overhang the road right there. So beautiful shots there, Eastern Kentucky, Southeastern Kentucky. You got to love that. 7-day forecast. Next few days shape up in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. And we'll stay dry too. Now heading off towards your Friday, there is your front. Moves on in, gives us at least that chance of rain there in the forecast. It's looking better and better for showers and a few rumbles of thunder, so just keep that in mind if you have any plans there on Friday. But all festivals toward the weekend, Bill, look pretty good. Just going to be on the cool side there on Saturday.
Yeah.
Just got to keep that in mind as we're heading out and about. But all in all, it looks pretty dry.
Well, this afternoon, tomorrow, good time for a walk or jog or whatever in the afternoon.
Like it.
Good deal. Time this morning is 6:11 on WKYT. Each morning, we bring you weather and traffic together right here. Let's go to Officer Don with a check on what's happening out there on the roads with live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. As we get a live look downtown, you can see nice ride in. On Main Street, Vine Street, South Broadway looks okay. And the inner and outer loops of the circle, no trouble there just yet. There's a stalled car in the outer loop that's going to be near Liberty. Right now, they're holding that off in the left lane, trying to get it out of the way. But the traffic's light enough through there this early in the morning. Not a major issue getting past it. Hamburg looks okay, too. And as we get a look at our Waze map, for an overall view of the city, no major impact in our construction zones just yet this morning. So we're okay inbound Leestown, Versailles Road, Clays Mill, from Manowar down to Harrodsburg Road. Looks good as well. So we'll keep you up to date throughout the morning. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, good shot over there on the UK campus this morning.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, coming to life. Here we are Tuesday morning. Good to have you along on WKYT. It's early, 6:12 is our time, and much more coming up on WKYT this morning. An American Airlines pilot dies in mid-flight. Why the passengers were never in any danger? We'll have that story in about 3 minutes.
And you can now get your Egg McMuffin any time of day, but there's some controversy with McDonald's new plan for all-day breakfast.